So this guy, he's the Democrat operative guy, and the dude who killed Osama bin Laden. I guess he's like a big influencer guy now. Scroll up and show what the guy who killed Osama bin Laden.
Rob O'Neill.
A bunch of 20-year-olds. Yeah, he goes. The Harry Sisson goes. We're Gen Z voters, and we're all proudly voting for Kamala Harris. Real men support Harris. And Robert J. O'Neill goes, "You're not men, you're boys. If there were no social media, you would be my concubines."
What the fuck?
And this is like a 50-year-old man. And I saw a video of him like at an airport or something, like in public, filming like himself walking with baggage or something. And he's like, "Yeah, I've been getting a lot of people asking me what I meant when I said I'd make them my concubines. And I just want to say that's what I meant. I meant they don't know how to fight. They don't have to do shit. Shit hits the fan. Those little bitches are going to be looking for a guy like me to keep them safe. And guess what's going to fucking happen after that? Whatever I want." And it's like, holy shit, this guy. And also, he's like, "Yeah, I killed it." He didn't say it, but he should have been like, "Yeah, Osama killer out."
This is where I push back on the Republicans are on the outs, the not cool kids. Dude, Republicans are totally the cool kids lately. It's the Democrats. That picture that I'm like supposed to defend. Those kids couldn't fight the way out of a paper bag, right? You know, and
you mentioned that guy, Harry Sisson. Yeah. He's like this. He was like a meme on Twitter. He was like this guy who was paid by Democratic organizations, like a 22-year-old.
Well, that's what they don't fucking disclose. They don't disclose that they're being paid.
Yeah, well, they don't. It's obvious to anyone that they're being paid, but like, and they do the same political thing where they can be like, "Actually, I've never taken $1 from this organization," and it's like, "Oh, well, you took money from this organization that took it from this, that receives it from this slush fund." But regardless, this guy's like whole thing was like trying to make it seem cool to vote for Harris, and being if he did it so inefficiently. If you would have called him an agent provocateur, I would have believed you. Like if he was like, "Guys, I'm going to make it look as gay as possible to be a Democrat," like that's what he did.
What's
and he was like Harry Sisson.
Yeah, I recognize his face. That's how the Democrats feel about Trump when he like goes to non-union auto manufacturers and says unions for Trump, right? When he goes to the fucking firemen and then has people wearing firefighters for Trump that aren't firefighters. Like they're cosplaying. Sometimes it's the same people at the rallies. Yeah. Pretending to be auto workers that also pretend to be fire workers that also pretend to be whatever. Yeah, it's a great job. But we're calling out, I guess, someone for paying Henry Sisson for supporting Democratic stuff, but we're not saying a word about Trump, who did the same thing times 100, right? Hundreds of people showing up at rallies, cosplaying as union people, wearing their hard hats.
Trump was bringing hundreds of people dressed up?
Yeah, the auto union thing, they hand out
none of those were workers,
and they gave them hard hats. They all have brand new shiny hard hats, pretending that they were blue collar workers, and they were paid.
So I think all those people at his rallies are like paid.
Well, now you're making a strong.
You think all those workers
at a Trump rally is paid? I think the people who
just hundreds of them, right,
pretended to be auto workers and weren't were.
I know that
firefighters and weren't were.
I know when he announced his candidacy in 2015 that everyone in that room was paid $50 to be there. Like when he came down the escalators and all those people are holding signs and cheering, like they rounded up people and paid them $50 to be there for that.
Stuff like that. I mean, like 2 weeks before the election, Harris put out a statement that she was doing forgiveness loans for black men, specifically $20,000. She also put out she was doing forgiveness loans for Hispanic men specifically for $20,000. Do you think that like nationwide promise is a bigger deal?
News and lies that spread so much, and that's a frustration for that thing that we spread about Beyonce getting $10 million and that whole thing. Wasn't true. That came from an Instagram post from some asshole. Like the celebrities would come out and be like, "What? I didn't get that money. That's not true."
Oprah got paid.
Oprah got more. It turned out Oprah got more.
I did hear about Oprah, but I'm saying we talk about Beyonce forever. Like she didn't even sing. We didn't get our money's worth. Wasn't true.
So now they're saying she didn't get 10 million because I've seen it in a lot of places that she did.
Yeah, it came from an Instagram post. That was the genesis of it.
Well, let's see if Zach can find us something. The whole point of this
politics, just like it's a losing battle because you're.
I wish it was based in truth.
Trying to get to something.
Like, I have no problem with people having different views than me. I love it. Right? I can respect it. The issue is when like they're basing their views on some sort of lie.
Look at him from 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, especially when he was just leaving the presidency, significantly fatter than he is now. And so that's good news.
Yeah, I would think the presidency could lend itself to fitness. Like what doesn't, in my opinion, is the travel schedule of campaigning. I know whenever I'm on the road, my diet is at its worst. You know, I'm eating Wendy's and pounding Monster Energy drinks or something like that to stay awake during the drive. But when I'm at home, I can be the best version of me. I'm just projecting that onto Trump. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Holmes at the White House.
You mentioned the food, and it reminded me the Harris campaign spent $24,000 on ice cream and food deliveries in October. It's to see the way they burned through that $1 billion is fun now, because now the Democrats themselves are like, Republicans don't care how they spent their money. The Democrats are like, how did we spend that $1 billion? And they're going through it and they're seeing like, oh, well, we were extravagant, weren't we? Because
Harry Sisson doesn't come cheap.
No, that guy gets his money, and then you need that special "Call Her Daddy" set. You know, these things.
700,000 views. 700,000 views for that.
700,000. That's it.
Yeah.
How much was it?
100,000 just to build the set, and then because they recreated that podcast girl's set, and then did it at Kamala's home turf somewhere. I don't know where, obviously, but instead of flying her and just doing it, so they spent $100,000 to recreate a podcaster's set, which it was just like 2 chairs that face each other and a wall. Like there's nothing extravagant about the set.
You could have green screened the whole thing in.
You could have green screened it, and it would have been perfect for hundreds of dollars. And they spent 100,000. And Woody says that the Beyonce getting paid 10 mil is BS, but Zach says the only evidence that it's BS is Beyonce's mom saying that she didn't get paid, which isn't a great source. So I'm wondering, maybe there's more sources.
My brother's cousin.
Yeah, it's like, tell me, I don't care what somebody's wife or their lawyer has to say about them. You're probably not getting an accurate portrayal of events. But I know Oprah, it turned out it was like $2.5 million, and that's nonsense because she's a billionaire with a B.
Yeah.
She should be donating.
The Harris campaign didn't deny paying Beyonce money.
Well, how much though? Because the 10 mil figure was like substantial.
I'm Googling. I'm getting 0 on my thing. She didn't pay her at all. And that was from a woman whose name I didn't know. Do you know who Tina Knowles is?
That's her mom, right?
Oh, is it?
That Beyonce Knowles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Beyonce's mother.
So now we're back to mom again.
If I could get my grandma on this call, she'd tell you what a great guy I am. I promise you. You have no idea how attractive she thinks I am.
Your source
thinks I rules. Fuck.
The proof that she was paid is just Candace Owens putting it on Instagram. Like, there's no proof that she was paid either.
Oh, I stand with Candace.
Of course.
Oh, I mean, she definitely. If she was,
we all get to choose our own news nowadays.
Candace is cute, though. I'm kind of into Candace.
I mean, if you paid Oprah, you're not getting fucking Beyonce for free.
Well, and
I think Gen Z is more conservative. I think, well, actually, let me take that back. I think the bifurcation is happening in between the sexes in Gen Z drastically. So like Gen Z males are typically or predominantly more conservative, and Gen Z females are more liberal, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean that can switch rapidly. You know, like usually women tend to trend towards men after a while, and so you never know.
No, haven't you heard about the 4B movement? It's over, Taylor. It's fucking over.
Yeah, but I think it starts.
Is that where like ugly women are like we're not going to fuck?
Let's get the biblical stuff.
What does it stand for?
I think the 4Bs are 3 things that women are expected to do. It's from South Korea, though. They basically, the South Korean women went on sex reproductive strike, and I suppose got somewhere with that. And mostly, I've seen it be the rallying cry of women that no one wanted to fuck anyway, as of late.
Yeah, I'm also refusing to compete in the Stanley Cup Finals this year.
Oh no!
I get what I want. Yeah, I'm boycotting.
You shave your head too?
well, it's not gonna be great. Yeah, I shaved my head because I want to show how serious I am. Yeah, that's just like that's some stupid trend that like a way smaller group of women are participating in than they pretend because it's like and then people can like rant about it. Oh, these stupid bitches, which is what we're doing, which is good content, I guess.
No, it's a good time. No, they're all like they all look like neo-Nazis all of a sudden. It's like, who are the skinheads now, ladies? Like, good God, you all look like you fit right in.
I'm with Destiny on this, right? Like
opposite.
Democratic morons. We can win without you, but we can't win with you. Like,
and the best part is
nonsense.
What they're doing by saying, "All right, how about this? You want to take away our right to abort our fetuses? Well, we just won't have premarital sex. How are you going to feel, right-wing conservative men?" And they're all
great.
Like, "Holy shit! Did we just win? Is the war over, Papa?"
When we win, we're going to make them not whores, and they're going to think it's their idea.
Did we legislate the whore right out of you?
Is Kyle anti-premarital sex now? It's strongly wild
for everyone but him.
Kyle is a hypocrite. For me, I want many things that you shouldn't have. That's just how I feel. I feel like I should get things that others shouldn't. It's very
right. And you know what? As an American, you deserve it.
That's genuinely how I feel about abortion. It's like, look, y'all shouldn't be aborting them kids. I think I want to take your right to do it away. But if I need one, I mean, goodness gracious, I need one right now. Let's get this taken care of. You know what I mean? That's just. I mean, that's just how I feel. That's what's in my heart.
Yeah. Kyle's a big for me, not for thee guy, but unironically.
Yes. Genuinely, because it's just how I see the world, I guess. I don't think I just don't think we should be doing it nationwide. It's like we've got this population issue. Like, why can't we give those kids up for adoption or give them to the military industrial complex? They're always saying that recruitment is low. Oh my God. True. How many kids are we aborting every year? The good ones.
How many of these kids could be absolute warriors raised by the state?
Yes. Like the movie Soldier. Yes. Oh, that'd be badass.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen
Kurt Russell. He raised Kurt Russell from birth, him and all his boys. They got tattoos on their faces. His name's Todd. It just says Todd tatted on his face. And from birth, he's like exposed to violence, dogs ripping people apart. Like the last guy in the run, they're doing like a squad run. You carry one guy's carrying the colors or whatever, and he's hanging back with the last man but he can't stay with him. He's got to stay with the squad. They execute the last guy, the guy who can't keep up with the squad. And so you go through all that training, and he becomes like the super soldier of the future. But he's not genetically engineered. He's all natty. All of a sudden, the new group of super soldiers are coming in, the newest, coolest, genetically engineered badass. Yes. And so they have it's a good movie. You should watch it.
The movie is an hour and 39 minutes. Kurt Russell says 104 words.
Fuck yeah.
Star. He doesn't even talk in the movie.
Does he do a lot of brooding, I guess?
Oh, yeah.
Brooding.
He's got some one-liners, buddy. She's
Love
like,
it.
what are you going?
How many could he have? Like 6, 7?
104 words. The whole movie.
My favorite part of the movie, she's like, what are you going to do? Because all the super soldiers have come to the planet, and they're going to kill all these innocent people that Todd's come to love and he befriended. And he's like, I'm going to kill them all, sir. And he just walks away. It's badass. I know it sounds silly now, but it's a good movie.
I actually like the movie too.
Kurt Russell worked out for a year.
He didn't talk.
Kurt Russell did a body transformation before body transformations were a Hollywood thing. Like they asked him to do that role, and he spent a whole year getting jacked. He is pretty fucking big and scary.
It's a great movie. I apologize. I think I'm choosing fights for no reason whatsoever and being
no.
When really my true position is pro soldier. That's a great.
Oh, that's okay. Conflict.
No, let's just be combative about everything. The rest of the episode. It's like, right, I like ice cream. Stupid fucking bitch. You would.
I'm a sherbet man through and through.
If you were a sherbet over an ice cream man, we'd actually have a problem.
Rainbow sherbet, baby. I got all 3 flavors.
Disgusting.